Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Boomer Grounds podcast. I think this is technically our 1 year reunion, but we're not
Oh,
actually going
is
to
it?
celebrate because we didn't actually plan anything to celebrate it with. But I think today is officially like episode 53, I believe.
Okay.
Whatever, we'll figure it out. We'll
Happy
find
anniversary.
we'll do something for a celebration at some point. So how's everyone been? What has been new and exciting in everyone's world now that the pseudo gang is all here? We won't talk about the missing fourth box in the window.
We should talk about that.
I mean, she's just busy with life. It's
Yeah.
okay.
It happens.
She went to well, apparently I'm on my 3-year mod anniversary on Howard's channel.
Oh, look at you. Fancy.
We've known each other for 3 years.
It's
more.
like longer than that. It's been almost 4 or 5 at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Three
didn't
years
know mod
against
anniversaries
us.
were a thing.
It just started. It came out over the weekend.
Yeah,
I didn't think it's
I
really
got
worth
the
talking.
1 year on Terry's today too.
Yeah. It's
Which I
because I
didn't think
actually
was
timed
as
you out
exciting.
for one time.
I
think
can't
I
even
broke up your
remember.
anniversary.
Oh yeah, that's right. I pissed Terry off one day and he unmodded me.
No, I timed her out for like 30 seconds. And then it just took
That's
away her
awesome.
mod. And then she comes back. He's like, I can't believe you took away my mod. I was like, I just timed you out. I just need you to take the
Well,
chill
apparently
first.
when you time out a mod, it auto unmods them.
Yeah, it does.
I do remember how you became a mod on my channel, and that was very simply like you told me to change a setting, and I was like, I'm in the middle of a game and I have no idea how to change that. And you were like, well, just make me a mod. And so I said, okay. / moderator, obo hobo, boom. And then she made like 3 changes to my stream as a mod. I was like, okay, whatever. So I'll go first with the recap stuff. Nothing super major. We went to see a New York Mets game. Not as good as a chalupa, but it was a thing.
Chalupa. What?
Yeah. That's the inside joke now is the Mets are so bad that you can actually get tickets for cheaper than a chalupa.
It was a Crunchwrap Supreme, sir. Get correct.
So did they
It was
lose?
Crunchwrap Supreme. No, they won.
Oh.
They won. They played the best game one of the best games of their season and won. I was actually shocked. They've actually been they're on like a 4 or 5 game winning streak, so I'm taking credit for that.
I feel like if I was like Taco Bell or like Taco John's or whatever like cheap Mexican place you have out there, I would be like, when the Mets win, there's $1 chalupas.
There you go. They really should.
The next day.
Really should. The big draw for this for us, it was my friend. My friend has a family member who had access to the new ferry system. So there's a ferry that leaves from Stamford, Connecticut that takes an hour and 15 minutes and literally drops you off across the street from the stadium.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
if I want to take the train, between the train and the subway, it's about 2 to 2.5 hours. If I want to fight the traffic, it's an hour and a half to 2 hours. This thing, I took a 20-minute train ride and I was down there in under 2 hours. Boom, bang, like that. So that was like the big thing, was like they all wanted to go on the ferry. So I was like, all right. So we did that, had a good time, and now we are back to doing some streaming and some gaming. Got 2 games coming out this week that I'm excited for. Seventh Guest remake comes out 2 days. What's funny about the Seventh Guest?
Exactly what Obo's laughing about.
Okay,
I sent a meme photo about Howard, a photo with like
I showed it on my stream,
holding a child and all the other children like just like drowning in the pool. And it says like new game, and all the other ones say like unfinished game. And once I saw Obo laughing, I knew that's exactly what was.
I was just thinking, like, oh boy, more children to drown.
I'm not that bad. I finish at least half the games I start. At least half the games I start. I only got like 4 or 5 drowning children at the moment.
When's the last time you played Schedule 1?
Well, I finished Schedule 1 ages ago.
Oh, it's finished? You finished it?
Oh, yeah. I blew up the mansion. Yeah.
What?
I blew up the mansion like three updates ago. Yeah.
What? Well, if there's an update, is there more to play?
They I shouldn't tell you this. They added more. They didn't add more to the storyline. They added more depth to the game itself. You can now grow and sell magic mushrooms.
Oh, now you got to go back and play it just so you can grow me some mushrooms.
I just gotta say, I should not tell Obo that there's mushrooms involved in the game now. They did that, and they added like on like some I think it was police depth. They added more police officer interaction or something like that. But the storyline is done. I have completed the Schedule 1 storyline. So that is not a drowning child.
All
Schedule
right.
1 is not a drowning child.
Okay. I really
Um,
enjoyed watching you play that game when I
yeah,
got
well,
to see you play
you know who liked liked watching me play that game was Max's mom.
it.
Every time Max's mom would turn it on, if she would logged on and I was playing Schedule 1, she would come watch me. I'm like, here's somebody's mother watching me manufacture and sell drugs? What the hell?
Maybe she relates to it in the community she's in, you know?
Maybe. I don't know. So, all right, so we'll have a new drowning child and seventh guest in 2 days. And then a week from yesterday, Solar Punk releases, and that's a new Survivor game that I'm really interested in. So exciting things. The first game in a while that I'm really excited to get my hooks into, and they both come out right after each other. So, but that's all that's new here. That's what's going on with you.
Which one are you going to play first?
Well, seventh guest comes out first, so that'll be played first.
Oh, okay. And what is that game about again?
That's a puzzle game where you go to a mansion and have to solve the mystery of like this like dinner party, and every puzzle brings you closer to figuring out what happened to the guests. There's this whole mystery around
sounds like
the short version. It's not like Clue because the puzzles are all independent, but it's the short version is 6 people go there for a dinner party and nobody ever comes out, and years later you go in as a journalist trying to figure out what it is, how they died, and every room has a puzzle. And every time you solve a puzzle, you find out another clue as to what happened. So very spooky, very horror oriented. It originally came out in like 1994. The original version did. I played it in college. I've told the story many times on my stream. I'll tell you the 2-second version here. We got stuck on one puzzle that involved moving queens on a chessboard. You had to move them into a certain pattern, and we could not figure it out. We spent hours trying to figure this out. College kids all trying to figure this out. And then one night we all got really, really trashed, and somebody accidentally solved it while they were trashed. To this day, I have no idea how we did it. I have no idea what the solution to that puzzle was. But I just remember screaming at the guy, click save, because we did not want to lose the progress, because none of us knew how we did it.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun when that comes out. But enough about me. Obo, what's going on with you?
I don't really have nothing. Saturday, we helped my mother-in-law put together a bunch of stuff in her new house, which is our basement. And Sunday we went to the Missouri Botanical Gardens. So that was fun. It was a little more humid than I would have liked, but at least it wasn't hot and humid at the same time. But if I don't know, I guess you guys probably have never been there because we didn't go there whenever you came. But they have well, I know Terry went to the Chula glass thing up in Vancouver, right?
In Seattle, yeah.
In Seattle, okay.
Yeah.
So they had that a couple years ago. So it's just like Botanical Gardens is a bunch of like, it's this big just space that has like tons of trees and plants, and they have them all labeled, and like, I mean, they're plants that are like not native to the United States that they grow and care for. But a lot of times within that, they'll put like these art exhibits and people in like pretty ones that like light up at night and stuff like that. So I'm just seeing my hands move on the other screen because I have your stream pulled up and it's so distracting. I'm gonna keep my hands down here. Okay. So, but this is like a geometric design art gallery thing that they have on it right now. And at night, it lights up, and it was really pretty. So it would put like shadows on the ground and all these different patterns. And so anyway, so we all went there with Mary Beth, who you met at my wedding. And that was pretty much it. My life is not that exciting. I went back to work this week after being off for 2 weeks. That's not fun. So
I don't know. That botanical garden thing sounds kind of cool. I would go to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of walking around. Like it's, you walk a couple miles while you're there, but which again it wasn't too terrible. It was just kind of humid. So, because it like rained a couple hours before we went. So, but anyway, Terry, what's going on with you?
A bunch more Magic. I'm actually getting kind of burned out on Magic as well as being
Oh
burned out.
no.
Oh
So
no.
like yesterday, I was feeling a little run down because I think I ate something bad or something. I was just like, I don't
Uh-oh.
feel. I felt like so low energy, and I didn't feel like playing Magic. I didn't feel like playing Hearthstone. I'm just like, what the fuck should I play? So I started streaming, just talking to people. I'm like, start suggesting me games for me to play because I don't know what the hell. I don't know what to play. And the HMC's like, go play the Bazaar. I was like, I'm supposed to have a copy of it that I got from Howard when
I sent you the code?
they sent me the code, and I messaged them. They're like, "Oh, sorry, since we went to pay because you didn't actually play a game on it, you don't get access." I was like, "This is bullshit." I got a code from the founder code. I'm like, "Give me
Wow.
my access." They're like, "No, sorry, you didn't play a game." I'm like, just because I have a drowning child here doesn't mean I have to throw it away because you switched.
You're like, I'm trying to save the drowning
I
child. Come
know,
on.
exactly. But yeah, so they didn't give me access, so I had no idea what I was supposed to play. What I feel like playing. But I did wake up to see there's like exciting new patch on Hearthstone with anomalies coming back in today. I
Mm,
was so excited that I logged in and played Magic.
that
Not
is
as
the
Honestly,
correct
it
response.
wasn't very good.
of a launch. Yeah, I heard
Like,
there's a lot of problems.
yeah. Well, my first game, when the the rope went and then it goes to combat, the combat before the first trinket selection, it just stayed sizzling and never went to combat. And I
Yep.
waited and I waited and I waited, thinking, oh, it'll say resuming. Never did. So I closed the game, opened the game back up, said reconnecting, reconnecting, never said resuming, and then it said we couldn't reconnect to your game. So at least I didn't lose MMR.
Yeah.
But
I'll-
it wasn't working very well. And then I told you they took it out. Like
yeah.
it was like an hour. They took anomalies out, I guess, and they did like a fix, and then they put them back in.
Yeah. I
But
heard a lot
Beater
of
was
people.
streaming. I'm sorry.
No, I said I heard
Beater
a
was
lot of people.
streaming. Yeah, he was streaming earlier, and it was like totally bugging out on him real bad, and he couldn't even stream. So
Yeah. I mean, I heard a lot of people complaining that it was crashing on the, like, you can't even play the game crash,
yeah,
kicking you out of the game and all that. So it sounds like it went out and they came back in. Supposedly
yeah,
seems fixed now, but yeah, I'm not too excited to hop back in and play anomalies because a lot of them aren't fun. Like this is the problem we had, was it like 4 months ago when they brought anomalies back the last time? And just
yeah.
like some of them are just like, I don't want to play this game. And yeah,
I
that's
think with anomalies and trinkets, it's pretty interesting. Like both of them in there.
yeah, I'll probably give it a whirl sometime, but just last night I was just so low energy because I just was feeling a little out of it, and I was just like, I don't know what to play. I'll just play Magic just because the games are fast, and I'll just like I'll just do this until someone suggests something that seems interesting, but no one was suggesting anything interesting. So we ended up watching The Hangover after us. It's what that ended up being. But yeah, I haven't watched The Hangover in like forever. I was like, huh. I remember really liking it when it came out, but I don't think
It's
it
a
held
great
up.
movie.
It was, but I don't think it held up nearly as well as I thought it would.
No.
It wasn't nearly as funny this time through 20 years, 30 years later than it was when I first watched it. But yeah, I remember it was great when it came out. Some other stuff happening for me. There's a Magic event this weekend. It's a online qualifier for Arena Championship. So essentially, just another money grab by Wizards to to take your money to qualify for an event. Entries are about $25 a pop. They're best of one drafts. Yeah, it's gonna be a huge money grab by them. We'll see how if I want to participate in that or not. Prizes
You
are
know you're gonna. You know you're gonna. You know you're gonna.
I might. See, the problem was like the one that occurred like I guess last week or 2 weeks ago was like not very much in prizes. I didn't bother. I didn't bother. I didn't play a single one because you have to like buy more of the in-game currency to be able to play. It's not like you could just free to play it or whatever, or like you happen to have a bunch saved up. Like everything they do involves like the in-game currency, their gems. So it just depends if I want to spend the money on gems or not to do it. And it's like, it's like not that fun. I'm a little bored of the format right now, so I don't know. We'll see. I qualified for the next month's monthly. The 6 a.m. wake up monthly. I qualified for that again, even though I said I wasn't sure if I was going to bother. Just because a lot of time I just want to kill time, and I haven't been enjoying playing BGs off stream. I just enjoyed to be able to play Magic, play a 3-minute game, as opposed to committing to a 20-ish minute game. So I've been doing that in a lot of my free time. So I
Your
just
BG games are lasting 20 minutes. That means you're getting eighth.
yeah. So I mean that's the minimum you're committing to when you sit down and you play a BG game while watching a show or something. Like a game of Magic, I could just play a game for 3 minutes, and then something interesting comes up, I just stop during the next game. Watch what's in the show that's interesting, and then go back to my game while there's a lull and people are just jibber jabbering. And okay, this is talking. I can listen to this while playing my game.
You can start playing HOTS, Terry.
Oh God, maybe that will get Bowers back. We have two people on the HOTS train.
I played one game with her and her partner, and I was so bad.
It's a fun game.
They had to carry me. It's a fun game, but they had to carry me.
I haven't
something
played
fierce.
it in a long time, but I played it. I learned to play it, and when I had foot surgery years ago and couldn't walk, couldn't do anything, and I just sat there and played HOTS all day. And Hearthstone.
Let's get into the topics of the week. First topic was probably the major, most important news of the week was Twitch actually implemented their view cap.
And yeah.
A bunch of big streamers got capped, and a lot of people were up in arms. The most notable one, it seems is Faze Banks, who dropped from 40K viewers to 2K viewers during his stream.
Wow.
There's another streamer. Which streamers I saw? Let me see what this is. That's not the right one. Okay, I had the link here somewhere. Another streamer that got capped. They got him to make a comment about it, and let's see, who was his name? I thought I had it in here. Oh, maybe I accidentally deleted the link. I think I deleted the link. Shit. Okay. Well, there's another streamer that they caught and was being capped, and they were interviewing him. I think it was during TwitchCon in Europe. And they're like, "Oh yeah, this is good for us." And you can see that he actually was just been media trained to not shit on Twitch directly when people were asking him about the question. He's like, "No, this is exactly what I want. We want honest numbers and all this stuff." But he obviously got busted view botting, and his number has got capped from 10K to 2K or something as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a lot of people got hit with the view cap bots. Actually surprised that they're actually implementing it and in such major ways. A ton of streamers just got capped hard, it seems. From a lot of big names. If I saw them, I would actually see if I remember just where they all were in this page. Faze Banks is a big one. Mitch Jones, a couple others that names I don't recognize. Faze Banks is the only name I recognize. But yeah,
I feel like all the big streamers, I don't recognize their name. Except Queso,
yeah.
Who I just found out this week has an alternate, he has Queso and then he has Queso 247.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
A lot of people do that. So what happens is he sends the people that are sleeping and lurking to the other channel, and then when he comes back and starts live, he just raids it back. So the people lurkers stay in the loop of his streams.
Cool Carnage does the same thing. He has his main channel, Cool Carnage, and then when he goes to lunch or he goes offline, he has an alternate channel that runs 24/7 with just reruns called Co.
Yeah. You gotta keep those lurkers in the loop, man. You don't want those good lurkers going away. Those are,
I guess so.
Ad money.
I didn't realize that. Did not realize that whatsoever. But anyway, I thought it was interesting that Twitch actually implemented it. What I was wondering is did they selectively implement it, or?
Yeah. Probably.
And then also there was something in that article about some of the streamers getting upset because they feel people that are don't like them can target them with view bots.
Yes.
and cause them to get capped if they're not even viewbotting themselves. So, which
So
I think is kind of valid.
I
I
mean, if you
mean,
remember from last week, Dan Clancy said you could actually cap yourself if you see you're being view botted. But we're talking about how it's not really in your best interest to cap your own numbers because you're just making less money off advertising and all that. So if you get capped in the future, if you know it should be capped at like what your number would have been. You would think it's not like I'll cap you at less than what your theoretical actual number of viewers are.
so why are people who are supposedly not viewbotting going from 40,000 viewers to 3,000 viewers?
I mean, a lot of them might not just know that they're being view botted. Like they have agencies, and the agencies could be view botting for them
Mm,
to pump
Mm-hmm.
up their numbers, right? Like that is very common in the industry. That like you have a marketing agency that works for you. The marketing agency just like view bots you to get your numbers up, so they can sell you to advertisers, and they make more money. You make more money, and
Yep.
just like a part of their service, which technically isn't you, right? That's view botting
uh,
yourself.
yeah.
I think what
Okay.
was unique about the Faze Banks issue was the amount of the cap.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically lost 95% of his viewership. Trying to do the math in my head. So you got 50,000 people. I'm rounding 50,000 people, and you go down to 25. That's a 96% reduction because you now have 4% of your audience. None of the other caps were that significant of a drop. There were some guys who were like, "Oh, I normally have 9K, and now I've been capped at 3K." Okay, well you lose 66% of your audience. He lost a significant number of people there. So it seems that from what I've seen, that was the most significant cap put in place. And here's the thing, guys. At the end of the day, you're responsible for your stream, right? If you are with an agency and the agency is capping, is view botting, and I absolutely believe that happens. Terry's absolutely right about that. But you got to be the one that stands up and sits there and goes, "Hey, you guys are killing my stream. I can average 5K by myself without you guys screwing me up, and now all I get is 2K out of it." They've got to work that out. They've got to figure out what they're going to do about those kinds of things, because they're not going to stop trying to limit view botting. They're going to continue to try and limit it because it's in their best interest to do so. But I can't. I looked at the significance of that. I saw that Asman responded to it, and he was like shocked that they went that high on the number. I've heard there's some creators who are threatening to leave Twitch.
Yeah, I saw that.
We got to do something to make sure that the integrity of the platform is maintained. But at the same time, I also get it. If he thinks he's pulling 49K and they cap him at 2K, that's a real big issue. Yeah. But I don't think he's pulling 49K. Is 2K the appropriate number? Probably not. That's probably too extreme a cap. But we can't just sit there and go, "Oh, sorry, everybody. It's view botting and everything." And Obo brought up a good point. If you don't want somebody to succeed, you want to sabotage somebody, they throw a couple $100 and throw some view bots at them. Twitch doesn't know where those view bots came from. But it also gives plausible deniability. I can go out and buy 100,000 view bots right now, and when Twitch caps me, I'll be like, "Oh, god damn it, Terry Zhang view bot attacked my stream. Terry is so upset with the fact that I'm back playing Battlegrounds and he isn't, that he's going ahead and he's attacking my stream." So even the people who are doing it intentionally are going to claim that other people are doing it to them. It gives plausible deniability. But at the end of the day, we can bitch about it all we want. It's not gonna go away. It's not something that Twitch is going to sit there and go, "Oh, well, we're sorry, Faze Banks. We'll go ahead and now you can have 70,000 people watching your stream." It's not going to happen.
I mean, it's always been Twitch's stance that they can't control if other people view bot your channel, which is why they weren't banning people from view botting. It's
Right.
always been their stance. So, like, unless you get busted view botting, like Extra Emily or Lily did, just where like you just flashed up the view bots on your stream, they're gonna have no way of proving that you were the one that technically did it. So they've always been like, we can't do anything about it. We can't control if other people are view botting his channel.
Yeah.
So there's no proof. It's hard to prove that it's actually from the streamer themselves that's causing it. So they're like, we're hands off. We don't do anything
Yep.
about it. And it's like, oh, this happens to make us lots of money. There's all these view bots, good for advertisers. Oh well, just a repercussion of it. We can't do anything. We can't prove anything. So we'll just stay neutral. And at least now they're at least doing something, which actually makes me feel a little better that there's actually something going on. But yeah, in the end, it's probably not going to have a massive effect. I mean, maybe Faze Banks had a long history of view botting his way to where he was. It's been like years and years of it, and they've known about it, but haven't done anything. And they're just like, okay, we got to make you pay for all the 5 years of view botting that you've done. So we're going to really catch you and look like we took a stance, but don't worry, in 2 weeks, no one will remember, and we'll just be back to normal.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some other news. Twitch announced there's going to be AI stream summaries for viewers who join through your stream part way. So I'm not a super big fan of this, especially if you just want to happen to do something that's, say, maybe not kosher on Twitch. Can take things out of context. Like say you happen to play a clip of a show that you're commenting about or talking about, or some news that happened to go on, and you play a clip of it. It's technically against TOS to be using that content or whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, they talked about Wemby elbowing some guy in the throat today and played the clip. And you're not supposed to technically use like the live news clips or whatever clips from Twitter, because I know I've had that stuff pulled off from YouTube and stuff before, or they had copyright strikes against me on there. And I wonder if they could actually use the AI summary to like do something to your channel afterwards if this is the case.
I mean, it might be possible.
Yeah, so
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
What I'm picturing though is AI giving me a summary of how many games Terry has lost in Magic or Hearthstone that day so far.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that's going to be it. I think it's going to be a lot about what happened in chat. Because I don't think the AI is going to be actually watching your stream. I think it's going to parse through the chat, is what I'm guessing, right? Is that what you think?
Well, if it's not watching your stream, then how is it going to know you played a clip?
Because they can hear the clip. Maybe it's
Okay,
or the chat, talk of chat and stuff.
It can hear the losing sounds in your game.
Who has game sounds on, sucker?
It's probably going to use a combination of chat logs and like speech to text, like a transcript kind of thing, because it does that already now. Yeah. It'll use a combination of that. But I'm just thinking, I'm sitting here laughing to myself thinking, if somebody turns on this episode of Boomer Grounds right now, the AI would probably be what you missed. Howard Moon drowns children and Terry hates pew bots. Or Terry's botting. That would be what AI took out of this entire conversation. Howard Moon drowns children and Terry loves U-bots. That would probably like, I'm not a real fan of, I'm one of those guys who uses AI at work. My bosses love AI. They use the little things. And I'm a person that when I'm pissed off at work, I write the most severe sounding listen bitch sounding emails. Like, listen bitch, if you fuck up one more time, I swear to God, I'll come pull your head off. Those are how my emails come across. So they've been like, let's run those through an AI filter to make them sound firm, but professional. And okay, so I do it. I have it set up and literally it's like, Howard this email. And I copy the email and it's like, okay, I've taught it what I'm looking for. But 90% of the time I'm like, no, that's not what I meant at all. Like it'll get people backwards. Like it'll be like, Obo, you can't beat Terry with a stick. And it'll be like, we highly recommend Terry stop using a stick to beat Obo. No. It's backwards. You are not getting this right. So I'm not have a lot of faith. If it can't edit an email and get the details right, how much faith do I have in it giving stream summaries? So
I think it'll also be like, Howard went to the little boy's room 5 times this stream.
Yes. Stream summary. You've missed
3 beers.
You've missed 1 hour of game time, 4 beers, and 25 minutes of a chair stream. That's what it's gonna. That's what it's gonna be. And in parentheses, Howard uses bathroom. In parentheses, that'll be the stream. Yeah, I'm not. I'll probably mess with it a little bit just to see what it does, but I'm not really hopeful on this. I was more excited with the automated clip thing that they announced. Is that on our agenda, or are we just talking about all the announcements in one section here?
I don't necessarily know what the automated clip thing is. I didn't see much about it.
Well,
So
is that-
I did.
hang on, do you think the AI thing will be something that you can toggle on and off?
I don't
Like-
think so. I think it's just going to be there.
It's just going to do it automatically no matter what.
Really? I can't turn it off?
I'm guessing no. I assume it's like if someone joins, they have the option to like ask the AI to give them a summary. But it's not like something that would just like pop up in your chat. It'll just be like a private message to them. They're like, "Oh, get me caught up on what happened in this stream," and it'll just be like, "Muddy requested 37 Toad songs and got banned 38 times."
Wow.
You know, so-
Oh my god, that's awesome! All right, so then let me just tell you guys a couple of things if I can hijack the pod for like 3 minutes.
I'm sorry.
There were
Tell
some-
us about your thing.
There were some updates announced at TwitchCon Europe this weekend,
All right.
including the ability to go dual format, where you'll be able to do horizontal and vertical streaming simultaneously.
I mean,
I don't know
been in
how the
beta.
hell.
That's been in beta
Is it?
for a while.
Okay.
I'm actually part of it, so I don't.
Okay,
actually-
good. All right. I don't understand how that works. They plan on going to 1440K in some of their stream, the midstream summaries, auto clippers. There will be an availability, a great feature where you can say live in your stream, Twitch, clip that, and it will auto clip whatever just happened.
I saw.
I think that's
saw
a
that.
great idea.
Yeah. I mean, they had similar things in that you could just use markers
Mm-hmm.
previously, where you just go, you could put a marker, like go put a marker here, and then you just go back and like clip it after. So I think
Too much work.
no, I mean it's
It's
pretty
too
much the
much
same
work.
thing. It just sets the time for what, because you don't necessarily know if the Twitch will clip it in a good fashion, right? Like just
Right,
probably use
right.
some- yeah. So
Right, but it's a little bit easier, I think, on the streamers just to be able to do that, to just be able to give a voice command. It's the same thing as like, I can get up and turn off a light switch, or I can go, Alexa, turn off the lights. It's that voice command just is announced easier. So that was the one I was most excited about. The 1440 doesn't excite me. I usually turn down the streaming quality on most of the streams I watch nowadays anyway, because it reduces buffering. Most of the streams I'm watching in 720, and I don't even really care. I'm not really losing that much definition, but I'm getting a lot of stability out of it. So, but I thought that was interesting. I think the AI summary thing is going to be interesting too. We'll have to see how it works, though. I'm not hopeful.
yeah,
My
I mean,
experience with AIs have not made me hopeful.
I've been doing a lot of editing with AI for the New to Myth thing, because I get it to like transcribe everything, and the AI is very bad at understanding like what I'm saying. The words that I look at, I'm like, "What the hell is this word?" Okay, I understand. It's totally wrong. The words are just totally wrong. I mean, the letters are similar, but the word is not right. So usually when you're referring to like say like a magic card or something, and is trying its best to figure out what the actual word is, and just like not close
Mm-hmm.
to what it is. Yeah.
And that's the downside of transcription. The interpretation's only going to be as good as the transcription is. And if the transcription isn't good, then you see this a lot like on YouTube videos where like, oh, auto captions, and then you're like, that is not anywhere near the word, or they say a name that's hard to spell, and it's just like, forget it. It's shot to hell. So
Yeah, I agree. I use a lot of editing by the transcription, because it just makes it easier for me to edit, because I'm not a very good editor. And it just, the what they put out is not necessarily what I say, but at least
Right.
I can just edit it. So I like it gets me what I need to do. I can just edit the transcription if I need to like put captioning on a clip or something. All right, let's get to other news. A Canadian university suing a YouTuber that disrupted a lecture by cooking curry and throwing it at its students. So this happened.
wait, what? he in the middle of the lecture, he cooked curry and threw it at people.
Yeah, that's pretty much essentially it happened twice. So the first time He disrupted lecture uh, at, during and then cooked curry in class. And then they didn't do anything about it. They gave him a warning, don't do this anymore. This happened in 2024. And then supposedly last year, he returned to another class, cooked more curry, and this time he was throwing it at students, throwing it at like the wall, and all the stuff around, and getting like essentially making a giant mess all over their property. And the university is like, screw it, we're suing you for damages, and it's supposedly they want the revenue from the video that he put out too, and that the revenue
Wow,
is,
really?
well, they're like, he's profiting off destroying our property. We want that revenue from it because he didn't have permission to
You're not
shoot.
wrong.
He didn't have permission to shoot on our property, and we don't think he should just be profiting off the destruction of our property. So yeah, this is Ontario Tech is the university in Ontario that is actually suing him for these things. I thought it was a pretty funny story at the very least.
That is insane. I mean, every time I think that there's something out there that we can't do something stupider than we've done, somebody goes and throws curry at a college.
Yeah.
So, oh my god.
I could.
Well, there was another example, like one of those streamers had like yelled gun while they were the word gun
Yeah.
while they were in a movie theater seeing a movie.
Same guy.
Okay,
Is
so
it?
it's the same guy. So
Same
this
guy,
guy's
yeah.
a mega, like this is like one of those like, am I the
Prankster.
asshole? This guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yes.
sorry.
He's
Like,
one of those live stream prankster types, like jackass type people.
and then like at the end of the article, they showed like, so and so streamer who does something similar is like, been sentenced to jail for X amount of years, and it's just like, is it really worth it? Like, I don't know. It's just real dumb.
Sometimes I wonder if people think about these things in advance, or if they just like, oh, this will be great for clicks and no one's really going to really mind, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I saw an article this week outside of the realm of streaming and whatnot, where a United Airlines flight to Spain had to turn around and go back to New Jersey because someone had nicknamed their wireless headphones Bomb. So there's someone sitting on the flight going, oh, I need to connect to my headphones. And they're scrolling down a list of available Bluetooth devices, and one of them's called Bomb. You're on an airplane with something called Bomb. That's not going to go over well with the pilots and everything. And I'm like, are you stupid, or do you think that that's going to be funny? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get how people think sometimes.
I mean,
How does something that's Bluetooth, like that's named just Bluetooth, like it's on your phone screen, how do they see that?
Other passengers were trying to connect to their devices, and it showed nearby devices. So other people were seeing, and they didn't know it was headphones. All they saw was nearby Bluetooth device, Bomb. And they're like, stewardess, let's push the light. I got to turn on the signal. And they ended up turning it around. They ended up turning around the flight like halfway to Spain. They were 4 hours into the flight, and they turned around and went back.
I remember like probably a decade ago, some professional hockey players got like detained because they were making jokes about bombs while going through customs. I'm just like, you guys are so stupid.
Right. Do you think that's funny and nobody's going to really care? I mean, what? I don't get it. I just don't get it. This is kind of in the same category. Like, okay, nobody's going to care if I do this. Nobody's going to care if I throw curry around a classroom.
Speaking of stupid people, a Mr. Beast contestant named Jabari Brown, who won a private plane from a Mr. Beast video, just got arrested in Paraguay for smuggling 261 kilograms of marijuana in a private plane. I'm sure this is exactly what Mr. Beast had intended when he gave the private plane to a guy.
I think that's pretty ironic.
I think it's really funny. I mean, the guy is obviously very stupid, but like, I think it was very, very funny. Talking about people being stupid on the internet. Like sometimes we just need to find the humor of the stupidity of people that is occurring on the internet. Okay, last major bit of news. Twitch ran a promotion, I guess a few days ago, giving out free builders capes for people that are watching Minecraft channels,
Mm-hmm.
and they ran out of codes. I don't know how they managed to run out of digital codes, but Minecraft fans were furious. They were like up in arms that the codes ran out because they couldn't, because obviously these things are like super sought after. Like the TwitchCon codes supposedly that people got for doing a bunch of Minecraft stuff at TwitchCon Amsterdam are going for like $700 or something, like $1,000. So like
That's crazy.
yeah, I mean, they
So this
give
is
away.
like a digital cape that your character can have in the game,
Yep,
It's
right?
yeah. So there's one at TwitchCon, but this is not. This is one just for watching the Minecraft, anyone in Minecraft for X amount of hours or whatever. But yeah, people were up in arms about it. But these things are obviously super popular. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm surprised that they're actually worth anything. But yeah, but Minecraft fans furious that these things don't work. I mean, we've seen BG people or Hearthstone people be complaining about how they haven't gotten their free packs when Hearthstone is giving away packs. For watching Hearthstone streams before. I assume the Minecraft community is much more immature and younger than the Hearthstone community, so I could easily see them being like, "Ree, us little kids are mad."
And here's the thing, Minecraft is very popular still. There's a lot of big streamers that still play Minecraft. There's some speedrunners who do it. You know your audience. It's not like you were like, oh, we're going to release this game and see how it goes. We'll generate 1,000 codes and see it. It's not like you didn't know there was going to be demand. It's not like you didn't know these people will go crazy for cosmetics. This is a known... And the other thing, too, it's not like you're creating a physical item. Yeah. Oh, well, how many t-shirts do we need for... You can generate a bajillion codes and then just delete half of them if you don't need them. It's not like you need to print t-shirts and need to guess how many t-shirts you need. You can overproduce and still be fine. But they still seem to have like massively underestimated how many codes they needed. So how does that happen? We have 100 million fans, so let's generate 1,000 codes. No. Well, where do you get those numbers from? Like, know your audience.
So in the article, let me find the sentence because it actually says.
Does it explain this?
Unfortunately, it doesn't really, but I wonder if it was something on Twitch's part that they didn't pay attention to because it says, unfortunately, in accordance with our promotional partner, we are unable to provide additional codes. So yeah. I wonder if Twitch advertised this, didn't say that there was a limited amount when there actually was a limited amount.
If that's the case, that's on Twitch and on the Minecraft people.
For sure. I mean, but I don't think they're going to be coming out with more codes.
So I mean, they probably just based it on like normal Minecraft viewership, not thinking like 5x people are going to come log on, and then they just ran out like Minecraft. We need 50,000 codes, 100,000 codes, and then like, oh shit, there's 500,000 people watching the Minecraft channel now. We didn't expect this. It looks bad on them to go back to Minecraft and be like, give us more, because that's what they agreed to.
But let's also put some responsibility on Minecraft here. When Twitch comes to you and says we need 100,000 codes, and Minecraft goes, really? Because our viewership is usually responds to these kinds of things. Let's give you 250,000 and you can give them back if you don't need them. So yes, you're right. Twitch should have anticipated this, but at the same time, if you're really trying to promote this and you're trying to get people excited for it, you have to expect a response. So side story, back when I was doing minor league baseball, we would have giveaway days, and some of the giveaway days, I'd have 1 million items left over. First 5,000 fans get this, and I'd have 2,000 left at the end of the day because it wasn't a big hit. But then there'd be the times where it'd be like the first like 2,000. Great example, the Barack Obama bobblehead day when he was leaving office it was 2016, and he's leaving office. We did a Barack Obama bobblehead giveaway for the first 2,500 fans, and we packed the ballpark that night. It was a small ballpark. It only held like 5K. We packed the ballpark. People are showing up at like 8 o'clock for a 7 o'clock game going, where's my bobblehead? It's gone, bro. The first 2,500 people get it. You late, you don't get an item here. And they would be like, well, I want a bobblehead. Well, then you're going to have to go in the secondary market, or you're going to have to go pry one out of some kid's hands, because I don't have any more. But we were upfront about it. Here's the giveaway number. If you're not in this first group of fans, you're not going to get it. That's the real mistake here, is that they should have said we have 5,000 codes to give away to the first 5,000 people who watch X amount of minutes of Minecraft. That's the problem.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Twitch just probably fucked up. Normally they just shove limited quantity available, option on in the fine print at some point. But they probably forgot to, or maybe they did and people just didn't see it. But obviously fans still in uproar because they didn't get their little toy. Since Obo is here, I always heard some Am I the Assholes?
Yes.
Yay! I've been trying to find a good one to read to you, but I, just haven't found a really good one.
I've made no effort.
Yeah, don't worry. I made minimal effort. All right.
Okay.
This one's called Am I the Asshole for ... Being upset about being treated differently by a Twitch streamer ? I've known him for almost 6 years, long before he met his wife. This is not going good when he started off a sentence talking about how you knew him before he met his wife. Way before he became affiliated, he started dating her a few years ago and removed me as a follower on Instagram and also unfollowed me. I never flirted with him once. I was even dating someone when I first started talking to him on his streams. I would talk to him about my ex too. I was one of the streamer's first subscribers when he became affiliated and used to have a first badge. I would even gift him bits for support because I like to support kind people. But the most recent time I subbed, there was nothing. His wife refuses to even acknowledge I exist. She was on his stream tonight gifting subs to people who chatted after me. Not only this stream does she ignore me, but almost every other stream too. I'm just so angry about being treated this way when I used to be treated like one of his friends. I'm guessing this is more of a vent. That's the whole thing.
So she's definitely not the asshole. She's in a bad position. But I think the real question is the streamer or the wife the asshole in this situation? I kind of blame the streamer. You got to set, it sounds like you got a little bit of a jealous wife there, and you need to take a little bit of a stand and just sit there and go, hey man, I'm not streaming for a grinder here. I'm streaming because it's something I enjoy doing. So, Oh, but what are your thoughts on this situation? She looks like she's got something really good brewing.
No. I don't know. I think it's super dramatic and just childish. But
it feels like she kind of has a bit of a parasocial relationship with the streamer because she seems to really care more about him than he really cares about her.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy to form a relationship with somebody, what you think is a relationship with somebody that, that they are on their stream or they portray. But I don't know. I mean, obviously that's different for us because we're all friends. Like, I don't know. Like, for example, like I could think that, I don't think this, but, just like going to watch Beater every day. Well, I go watch him every day. I, see what song, like when he plays a song that I like, which is pretty often, I'll like figure out what song it is. And like, sometimes I'll have to put the song in there, like, and he says hi to me, like by Obo, Obo Hobo or whatever, like almost every time I say hi. I could think that we have some sort of like friendship when we really don't, Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah.
I can see it. I can see what you're
I could
saying.
be like, well, I met you in Vegas, and we ate a meal together sitting across from each other. So no.
Yeah, like Del Roth. Where the hell's Del Roth? Del Roth had dinner with us in Vegas. Where the hell has he been? He hasn't been on my stream for months.
He paid for all of our dinners, and then we had to all pay him. I thought that was pretty cool. He was like, yeah, I want the rewards. Everybody just pay me. I'll pay for the whole thing.
What's the points?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it feels very parasocial. And like the wife not addressing him, maybe the wife just like, this woman is really creepy. She seems to be really latching onto my husband. I'm guessing I know her to not cause a scene, sort of thing. Like I could kind of see it being that way as well. Like,
that's fair. I guess I kind of latched onto the jealous wife theory too quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it could just easily be the other way, right? Like she's a little clingy to the streamer, and the wife's just like, okay, I'm just going to ignore this person, not to cause a scene and make my husband feel uncomfortable because I'm like, essentially going to be like, back off. This is my man.
Right. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, the person responded quite a bit saying that, that people were saying maybe you should, separate yourself from them and move on from the streamer and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I've never been good at expressing myself. And maybe I need to unfollow them and let them live their lives because they're actually like, these people are actually married now. Essentially everyone just telling her to just like, yeah, leave the server and move on with your life. Find someone else to hang out with her instead. All right, let's see. We have more. Don't worry. I always come prepared for Obo stream. Okay, what's this one? Okay. This one is called After I, 30F, found out my boyfriend, 30M, subscribed to his friend's Twitch. I believe it is time to break it off. My partner and I have been together for 11 years, not married, but bought a house and have children together. I'll first start off by saying I'm not sure if what I'm feeling is exhaustion from this relationship or simply just annoyance. He is a great father to our 2 children, and I'll never discredit him on that. Sometimes I believe he's a better parent than I am. For the last year, I've been feeling this switch and detachment from him. Today we came back from a trip. I planned to pack for this on my own, and there was a fight in itself. And I was paying our monthly payments, credit card, dance, gymnastics for kids, etc. Well, I keep an eye on our finance. I've been noticing our savings slowly declining. I asked him to show me what his expenses are so I can make a spreadsheet so we could track it, so we can better track it. I'm a very structural person. It's a curse at time. Well, I noticed he makes several trips to the gas station a week that add up to at least $25 a week, which wasn't what bothered me, but does add up in the long run. I also saw that he had some charges from Twitch and Google. Pokemon Go is what he said. Asked him what they were. He said he subscribed to his friend's Twitch. This is what I feel is the final straw. When we first moved in together, I had a low-paying job that only let me save $20 a month because we split our bills in half. He laughed at me because I didn't have extra spending money, but he would pay his mom's cell phone bill. So now that we both have decent jobs, we're able to save at most $900 a month, but have not seen any growth in our savings. I also commented to him a few months back that I would like to put more into our mortgage payments monthly, but he said we couldn't afford it. We had just got done paying our car payment, which meant no car payment for us. Yay. We have 3 accounts. First is mine that I use for credit card payments. Second is our joint that my check goes into and our bills get paid from. And third is his, which I don't have access to. And he only puts $1,200 into our joint a month. When together, we're making $4,600 a month. I truly feel like I have been taken for granted and he never has been fully committed. I never wanted to have money problems because my parents were always fighting because of that. But I also didn't want us to stall in our growth. I believe we could do so much together, but I don't want to always feel like I'm forcing him to or having to nag. Sorry if I'm all over the place, but I've needed venting as well. Am I the asshole for overreacting over this Twitch situation?
No.
Yes and no. No, you're not the asshole for reacting this way and thinking things should be different. But really, Twitch is the last straw? How about the cell phone bill? I mean, how about? I mean,
I don't think that they should use Twitch as the reason. I think it's fair
That's
and
it.
valid for somebody to want to subscribe to their friends on Twitch. I mean, I subscribe to both of you and
Yeah.
Max. And Matt never says anything about it. So, but what I think is interesting here is this. I guess it's not her husband, whatever, her partner has
Spouse,
his
yeah.
own account where his check goes into and her check goes into their joint account.
yeah,
So
no.
why doesn't she have her own account where her check goes into, and then they both transfer money into the bill account 50-50 to cover the bills, and then whatever's left over in each of their accounts is their savings.
Right.
Seems like an easy fix to me.
She says she has her own account, but she says that just used for credit card payment. She doesn't really
Well,
specify
her
how
check
much.
shouldn't be going into their
A
joint
joint?
account if his
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah.
And this
Like-
isn't 1965 anymore, where trips to the bank were necessary to move money from account A to account B. You could pick
Yeah.
up a cell phone and literally transfer money. My wife and I split our bills, and there are some bills that she's responsible for and some that I are, and it's not an even balance. So I send her money. When I get my paycheck in, I know I have to send this much money to cover my portion of the bills that she's taking care of. And so, and I literally do that in bed. Oh, it's payday. Open it up, open the app. Here's the money, click send. Boom. She's got it 30 seconds later. So there's no real good reason that you can't have separate accounts like Obo's describing. That's what I would freaking do.
Yeah,
I would be
agree.
like, hey, this is what you're doing, so I'm going to start doing it too, and I'm going to come to you with our bills at the end of every month, and we're going to 50-50 pay for it all.
Yes.
Put
So
everything
is
on
there
your
a
credit
problem
card.
here? Is there a problem here? Yes. And there's an easy solution to it. And Obo just described it really well. Is Twitch the problem? No. That $5 of Twitch, $6 of Twitch is not the biggest issue. Is you have to figure out a financial plan in your relationship, not that he's spending $6 a month on Twitch.
Yeah, I agree. Like the Twitch is just like an excuse more than.
Also, she was
Or
like
just like
flipping
a-
out about $25 a week at the gas station. And like, so what? He got a few sodas and whatever, like cigarettes or whatever, like she said he was $25 a week. Some random charges here and there that add up to about $25 a week at the gas station. So what?
So talk to him about it. What do you spend the money on? Is it something you need? Have those conversations. I mean, just
To be honest, I don't even think it needs to be about what he's spending money on. I think it needs to be about the disparity of like
bill payment.
how much percentage of the bills she's paying versus how much percentage of the bills he's paying. So,
and what are the expectations? Her expectations seem to be very different than his.
Yeah.
So get on the same page. But you have kids together. You got to have that conversation. You can't just sit there and go, God damn it, he's subscribing to people on Twitch. Our relationship is over. You can't do that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It sounds like just major communication issues and having to figure it out. I mean, like, it seems like a lot of these Am I the Assholes, people just need to learn to talk to each other more.
Yes.
I have one more, but I see Obo yawning. I'm not sure if she's ready to go to bed. Do you want to do one more?
I
Obo?
might be. Save it for next week.
We'll save one for next week.
I'll try to find one for next week too.
We'll save one for next week. Is everyone going to be here next week?
I should be.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be here every single Tuesday this month.
Oh, look at that.
Shocker.
Fancy. I know. Yeah, very fancy. Let's just call it there. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And if you actually got this far, which I doubt people are because I've seen the analytics, but but if you did,
oh my God,
like and subscribe and follow and comment and leave all that sort of things. Tell us your favorite moments of the past year. Was it Howard being called a lesbian with glasses? What was it? Bowers being called a muscle mommy at times, or soft Asian boys? Or
it's soft Asian boys for sure.
Did anybody call me anything? I don't know if I got called.
Everyone, but babe, does that count?
Yeah, people in my chat get very excited when you're on.
Yeah.
Aww,
what did somebody
really?
say today? Hold on, let me see.
Nick says you make it watching Boomer Grounds way more enjoyable when you're every
Yes.
time
Who
you're
said
on.
that?
Wig.
Oh,
Game?
Wiggy.
Always makes Boober Grounds easier to watch. Look, I know I'm not easy on the eyes. I get it. You know what? I'll just go VTuber. I'm going to replace myself with like a singing ostrich or something with a top hat.
Oh,
Well,
Just gonna-
actually, there was one comment. Well, it wasn't really a comment. It was a picture or a GIF that somebody put in a comment of a clip that I was on, and it was Kermit with those like big buck teeth. And I'm almost positive that was directed towards me because when I laugh,
I also have my front teeth are large too, so I it could have been me. I have no idea.
no.
People tend to be much more direct about, you know, like who's the fat lesbian with the glasses is usually the more direct kind of what the hell is going on with that. But you know,
no.
it has been a fun year, and I look forward to doing more of these with you.
Oh, on another note, I watched Howard's new show, The Burrows, with my chat.
Oh, I need to watch that still. Is it good?
Oh,
It's
Jesus Christ. Is this Alfred Molina again?
Yeah, it's the Alfred Molina show.
It was a little
I don't
predictable,
look anything like Alfred Molina.
but it wasn't bad.
You do.
It wasn't bad. It was
He's
short,
a handsome man. I wish I looked like Alfred Molina.
Insert screenshot of Alfred Molina right here in the pod, Terry.
That's a lot of work. Who has the time?
Right
for
next to Howard's face.
Can we let's just superimpose Alfred Molina over my screenshot going forward. Maybe instead of doing the camera, I'll just put up a picture of Alfred Molina.
You can VTube Alfred Molina. You know, they have the people doing AI of other people. You can just AI Alfred Molina for yourself.
I'm sure we won't get any sort of copyright strikes for that, but
I mean, there's someone streaming as like Mr. Beast and Amaranth. He just kept switching his AI model to whoever it was. I think we talked about it last week or the week before. He just kept switching them like whenever he felt like it. You know, like one moment's Amaranth, and next moment's like I Show Speed. Then it's like Mr. Beast, and then it's like The Rock or whatever. It was on Kick though, so you know it's a little more of the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, they get a little more. They're
I've
a
been
little
told before that I resemble Anna Paquin, if you know who that is.
Huh?
No, I think you're way more attractive than Anna Paquin.
Oh, well. I've been told that I resemble her.
My wife watched True Blood. I know who Anna Paquin is.
Yeah. Same. We watched True Blood. First few seasons of True Blood.
I didn't watch True Blood. I know her from, well, she was in a kids movie that I loved whenever I was younger called Fly Away Home.
I've heard of it.
It's a really good movie. It has Jeff Daniels in it. And then she was Kurt Warner's wife in that. Kurt Warner
yeah, she did not look good in that movie.
She had like really short, buzz cut, bleach blonde hair. So no.
Well, that's because that's what Kurt Warner's wife looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I remember that. But anyway, yeah, when Anna Paquin was a brunette, I would say. Yeah. But
wasn't she also Rogue in the first X-Men?
She was.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was. Thanks again, everyone. Now that we fully tensioned it because I brought up the Burrows. Don't forget.
AI summary: Howard drowns children. Obo is Anna Paquin.
And Howard started in the Burrows.
And Howard stars in the Burrows. Howard Moon is actually Alfred Molina.
Thank you so much, everyone. And we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.